Hello everyone, Antonio back again, and we're at the very popular Star Farms. In the past week, it's funny, I'll tell you guys a quick story without ranting too much, but in the past week I've probably met 7 different people and all have asked me about Star Farms. I don't think people are as interested as the homes themselves. I'm not saying they don't care. They absolutely do. But I think we can all agree that any new home you get is going to look stunning, especially a model home you walk into. So I think people are already expecting that. What people really care about are amenities, schools, like how am I going to get entertained? Why should I be purchasing in Star Farm? This video today is not going to try to convince you. I mean, I don't think I ever do my business like that, but this video is not going to try to convince you why you should or shouldn't be buying at Star Farm. This video is going to be solely on if you were to buy in Star Farms, what you could expect. Really quickly here, I do want to give a disclaimer up front. I know we would all love to see the amenities completed, the beautiful green grass, the kids playing, families having a great time, but spoiler alert, we're not going to see that today. A lot of this, pretty much this whole community, aside from I think D.R. Horton, there's a few other builders that have actually delivered completed homes. But amenities are far from that. You'll see one of the main club centers, the building is pretty much almost standing, but it's far from looking complete. So you guys are going to have to forgive me for that, as like I said, a lot of it we're going to have to use our imagination, and just trust me when I say it, it's going to look stunning when it is complete. So without any further ado, let's take you guys right in. Our first stop for today is going to be the Resort Club. Now, this is going to be one of the, I would say, most popular spots if you like to gather with people, you like to socialize, you like fitness, dog park. I mean, a big community park as well they're going to have. But this is going to be one of the big get-togethers here once it is complete. So as you can see, phase 1 is set to be completed around fall 2023. You can get an idea here of the amenities that it will offer. And we'll take a look. I'll step back a little bit here and you can kind of see what I was talking about earlier, where you kind of have to use your imagination, use the pictures provided with how it's going to look once it's complete. You can see this, out of all the amenities offered here, this is by far the one that they're really striving to get completed. And I see why. This is going to be what I would consider the main attraction here for amenities in the Star Farms community. You can see three main buildings are up. There's going to be a few other like smaller accessory buildings that I'll call them, but the main 3 big ones are already up, and they look to be on track to be completed around the fall. So sit back and enjoy. We'll take you guys up in the air so you can get a bird's eye view, and we'll also go into a lot more detail on what you could expect from the Resort Club. Like I mentioned earlier, the Resort Club is going to be a great place for you to socialize with tons of amenities. There will also be staff in the clubhouse to make sure you're being taken care of and have everything you need. A few of the different amenities are going to be Resort Pool and Spa, Pet Park, Trade Route Coffee Shop, Starfit Wellness Complex Fitness Center, Starfit Wellness Complex Performance Center, the Community Lawn, the Courtyard, Poolside Cabanas and Beach Area, Golf Cart Parking, Mail Kiosk, Poolside Bar and Grill, Outdoor Activity Area, Event Center, the Terrace Chef's Patio. Here you'll be able to see a picture rendering that gives you an idea of the whole layout, so you can better imagine it on how it's going to look once it is completed. Our stop number 2 is going to be where the school is going to be located. So this one here, there really isn't much to see. There really isn't even an access road. I mean, the land is, I don't even think really leveled yet. There's still a bunch of trees and brush and stuff growing around there. So this one will surely take you guys, give you a bird's eye view, because like I said, you can't see anything. I mean, at my height, even me, I'm 6 foot tall and I still can't see anything. So we'll give you guys a bird's eye view and we'll get into what you can expect here from the school. One thing I will say that Star Farms, I think, absolutely nailed it, and I can see why so many people are going to want to move here, is because this is, I believe, the only community that I'm aware of that from the very beginning, from the get-go, it was assigned to have a school built in. So the builders, when they started cutting up the lots, they actually made space to have a school here. So I think that's going to be a big plus, because you don't got to drive quite far to take your kids to school. You know, within your community, you're going to be able to really drop them off essentially in your backyard. Now, we'll let you guys on a little secret. D.R. Horton are the homes that are pretty much going to be surrounding the school. So if you're someone that literally wants to have the school in your backyard for convenience, D.R. Horton is probably going to be the builder you want to deal with. And I can totally get you guys some really good deals and discounts if you contact me with my contact information at the end. So without any further ado, let's take you guys on up. As far as the school is concerned, you can see here it's quite big. It takes up a good portion of the overall community here. Now for the schools, I do have very limited information. I've tried to do my best to dig around. And so far what I have been able to gather is there is going to be a grade school and also a middle school. And if you kind of look at the way the lots are separated, you can kind of get an idea and see a line that runs dividing both of these lots. As far as high school is concerned, Lakewood Ranch High School is who's going to cover the Star Farms community. But certainly for grade school and middle school, you will be covered here. Stop number 3 and behind me is going to be Junction Place. Now, this is going to be a place that I believe if you have kids, they're absolutely going to love. This is going to be the community center where they're trying to cater to kids doing outdoor activities such as basketball, tennis. I mean, there's some courts already standing behind me. I believe there's also going to be a dog park. There's also going to be a clubhouse. And of course, there's also going to be a pool. So this is going to be, I think, a really big get together if you want to be a little bit more active here at the Junction. It's going to bring a lot more people together. And again, specifically, they're trying to cater to have outdoor activities for the kids when they're done from school, during the summer, whatever it be. Within your community, you can have a place you can take them and they can go ahead and do those activities. Stop number 4 is going to be Cabana Corner, which you see right behind me. Now, this one here is going to be a little bit of the smaller of the clubhouses. Now, it is going to have amenities, but nothing as rich as the other ones that we were seeing. This is going to have a smaller clubhouse, a barbecue area, dog park. I think it's going to even have like an open area with like, you know, where kids can play in green grass. It is going to have a pool. The pool's actually going to be right here. But it certainly is going to be the smaller of all of them. But if you're looking for something that maybe won't be as busy, a little bit more laid back, this is certainly going to be a place you can come by, relax, and just have a great time. Stop number 5 of today is going to be Greenway Trails. If you love biking, you love walking your dog, walking with your kids, maybe like me, walking by yourself just to have alone time to think, well, this is going to be your place. It's going to be pretty much in the whole middle portion of Star Farms, and it's going to be a huge trail. Like I said, you could actually see where the excavating here for the trail. It's going to be biking, walking, you know, whether it's your dog, your kids, what have you. But if you want to get outdoors, this is going to be certainly the place you're going to want to be at. And I'm sure after a long day or even a weekend, if you want to do a little adventure, it's going to be a great place to come do that. Behind me, we're at the last stop, and this is probably going to be where you'll find me if I lived here. It's going to be Adventures Retreat. Now, this community center is going to be catered more to adults. It's going to have more activities for adults, aerobics, board games. I mean, you name it. There's going to be pickleball courts for different games. Pickleball, I believe tennis courts as well. Quite a few different amenities, but again, it's going to be catered for adults specifically. It's going to have a pool side. It's also going to have a resistance pool. So if you're looking to do some exercise, that's going to be great for you guys looking to do that. So as you've seen, Star Farms is really trying to cater to a lot of different people, different families. Now, there's been some other communities here in Lakewood Ranch that they really haven't done that. So I think in Star Farms, they learned, and they're trying to attract a bigger demographic of people with family, people with kids. Maybe you're just retiring, just looking to enjoy your life. Star Farms is certainly going to have you covered. So that's going to be it. Thank you guys very much for joining me on today's tour of Star Farms in Lakewood Ranch. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, I know there's a lot of things I didn't cover. It'd be pretty difficult to cover everything in a quick video, but my contact information is here down below. That's my personal business card. The 2 numbers you see on there, those are my direct cell phone numbers. So feel free to text me anytime. I'll be happy to answer any questions. So thank you guys very much for watching. See you guys next time.